Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's Nate, man. Let's get straight into it. Going in with the witch hazel. The witch hazel just helps condition the hair, also cleans the hair as well, to help where I can get through it better with the comb. We're gonna comb everything out, get everything laid in the correct direction. You know, a client, they don't always request a hair wash or wash their hair before. So that witch hazel just helps with a lot of things in general. Also tones the skin, gets it ready for that line up so we won't have any skin irritation. Just so happen if you have a heavy hand or if I just so happen to have a heavy hand that day. But getting straight into it, we got the Cordless Andis Masters. We got the one guard on, and we're gonna clean it all up before we put any guidelines in. We're going in with the ball fade, a drop fade, matter of fact. And you may say, hey, why are you not putting the ball guideline in first? Well, I like to get a good idea, even if I've already cut this client's hair. I like to get a good idea of the client's head shape. So we're gonna go ahead and clean it all out, make sure we're going in the correct direction, definitely in the crown, using the tips. We're gonna make sure that we get a great even all over first, so we can make sure that guideline just is perfect for the head shape. And we're going to go in with that Cordless Andis Masters lever close. We're going to set that guideline in. We're going to take our time right here, and it takes a little practice. It takes a little practice to get good with setting the guidelines in with the clippers. But you just take your time, man, with no rush, using the ends again, and just cleaning out that bulk. And this is a fast way to do it. Of course, what I have, the gold FXs with the original blade on it, the 2.0 original blade on it. It's not the FX blade. Of course, it'll get through it, but I use this way to not put a harsh guideline in. And once I get finished putting the guideline in with my clippers, I will go back with my gold Cordless Babyliss Pro FXs with the 2.0 blade on it, the original one, going with the grain. So we won't put a hard guideline in. Once you get close to the darker part, you want to almost move your wrist, as you see me doing right here, like a fade. You want to get close, but not too close, because we don't want to put a harsh guideline in again. We want to get that thing ball real close. The cleaner you get the bottom part, just the cleaner and tighter your fades look. So that's what I'm doing right here, just taking my time, going all the way around. And I'm observing, man, like when I be cutting, like I'm observing of everything, any changes in the hair. And of course, as I cut people, I begin to get more comfortable with it. So it's nothing too much more that I can see, unless their hair is just dirty. And that's one thing I'm like, wait a minute, like I ain't gonna be able to get it clean like I usually get it, but we're gonna have to go for a wash or something, But we're going in, and this is where we start the fade. I got it cracked. If you're using the Andis Masters, it's the second notch. And we're going up 1.5 inches. Not 1.5 inches. We're going up 1/2 inch, I'm sorry. And then we're going to close it back up and clean up that 1/2 inch guideline. It's going to clean it up. That dark area, it just helps. It helps you to, when you do it like this, the darkness helps you to be able to see the contrast of the dark spots that you need to fade out. Now open it all the way, going up another 1/2 inch, which makes this first half of the fade a whole inch. And when I'm making my guidelines, I continue to I don't make it like steps to where you can just see the guidelines, just 1, 2, and 3. I make my guidelines and I begin to fade into the next area where I will be putting my next guideline. I just want to make sure everything is just graceful. A fade is like it should be, how can I say it? It should flow. It should flow. And I believe that your techniques and to where you put putting your guidelines in, it has a big difference to where if your fade looks like it flows or if it looks like really choppy. So if we put it in choppy, I believe that's the result that we're going to get, or you would have to work extra hard to get the choppiness out. And that's not what we want. We want to be gentle while putting this fade in. And right here, we have the lever closed. We have the one guard on. And we're going to go ahead and go up another 1/2 inch. We're going to do the same on the second half of the fade as we did to the bottom. It's just a different level. Head position is important. If your client is turned to where it feels awkward for you to cut them, stop for a minute, readjust the head. And again, man, I'm putting the guideline in, but I'm also fading into the next area if my clippers so happen to go that far. But I'm not digging into the client's head. I'm being gentle, and we have a one guard on. Just open it up, and we're gonna go ahead. And this is really like, I don't want to call it. It is a guideline. It's the guideline to where you're creating that from dart up top, or the parietal ridge, basically from where the head drops down on the side. That's a big word, but we're gonna make it simple. But it's called a parietal ridge. Hope I'm saying that right. And we're gonna clean out that bolt. You wanna take your time, man. I like always, man. I got a one over the top going against it with a one open, and you just want to be observant, man. It may seem like it's not taking any hair off or it's not cutting, but it is. That's you using your eyes, and if you're using the Andis Masters, man, they got that ticking noise, so it lets you know that you hitting hair. Hey, this is my favorite part, is when we find that zero guard. This is a zero guard close, and we right there in between the first half and the second half of the fade. And this is where the magic happens, man. Get your corners, and you just want to begin to make it all come together. All that zero guard makes it come together. All together, man. It's a beautiful thing. I can try to explain it, but you got to do it. You got to do it to understand where that zero guard makes it come all together. It's a beautiful thing once that fade comes together right before your eyes. Got it open right now, and I'm just working the upper part of the mid area. You don't want to go too far up, so it's just the middle area. And the middle area is the bottom part of the middle area, and it's the top part of the middle area. Be vigilant. Watch how your clippers are taking off the hair. That's how you learn your clippers. And the thing is, I want to say that if you're not using the same clippers, that can change. If you're not using the same guards, that can change. So you want to use the same clipper, get good with that one clipper. I'm not saying don't explore, but once you find something that you like, stay a while, sit down for a while with that clipper and build a relationship with it. And now, man, that zero guard is just as important as this step right here. No guard at all. When you get no guard on, when we talk about the Andis Masters, I'm not sure about everything else. Man, my range is open. I'm anywhere at any time. I'm at the top part of the fade. I'm at the bottom part of the fade. I'm everywhere. It don't really matter once I take that guard off. So it's free-handing, Look, man, this thing is a process. It's not gonna be easy. You're gonna run into things that's gonna stump you. You're gonna get disappointed. But the thing is that you keep trying, And this is me right here. I didn't put a guard on right here. This is me just showing you, finishing that back neck taper with no guard. And man, the thing about it, I can do a full haircut with no guard, but I just choose not to. One day I will begin to practice a full no guard technique. It's definitely possible. Right now, I just do it my way, and I use my no guard technique when I finish my steps, in which I'm showing you. And as you can see, we go ahead and create create that blend and go ahead and knock that bulk out up top. Go ahead and finish it, man. And this is me just showing you how I really cut, just slowing it down, man. It's a difference from when I'm doing a tutorial how I cut to when not in the difference in my steps, but how I move. And so I'm gonna slow it down and let y'all just see how I move for real when I'm cutting. So all the steps that I'm telling y'all, I'm doing it like that just to show y'all, but I really do those steps like super fast. Not crazy fast, but I know them so well that if I was to cut, if you was to see me cut, you couldn't really tell what step I was in because I just jump from, I can jump from, I don't keep, how can I say it? I don't get out of my steps, but I can be within one step and change up and jump into another step assist the next step that I'm trying to do. So that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, right now just going around and just taking out some bulk. As you see, I'm switching guards. See how I drop back down? I'm in the lower part. But it's gonna be like that for you too. You're gonna know though, because it's a mental thing. You won't get lost in the cut because you're just so in tune with, your systems, the way that you do stuff, and man, just going in with that raking technique, cleaning out that ball line down there, and I got to where I get finished with a fade. But I know once I put that line in, that's when I'm gonna be able to see all the details. But sometimes I'll take a little bit more time and put the details in beforehand. If I've cut a client before, I can see the lining on their hair before it gets on there. And that's why I go in for more details and I say, hey, let's go ahead and put the line in so we can really make the spots pop that we need to take care of. Going in, I suggest you do this with all your clients. I don't care what type of hair, if they got waves or if they don't. A nice over the top freehand with the lever closed, and I do it. It just looks clean. We want that hair to lay down really, really nice, and we want to put a nice lining in. And sometimes lining, man, it be the hair that's over the top of the lining that gives it that shaky look. And if we can take our time and just do a nice freehand like this, the better that lining will come out, and the better all your cuts will come out. Starting on the sides, and we're going for a sloppy copy. That's how I start on my lining. So when I go in, I'm not going in for perfection. I'm just tapping. I'm tapping the farthest hair down to create whatever shape that I'm trying to make. And you can preserve a hairline like this better than going in and trying to be perfect off jump. And making sure that your liners are nice, not biting, nice and zero gap, and oiled, tuned up. Your tools have to be on point. Going in right here with the vertical bars, same thing. It's a sloppy copy. Same thing. We just want to hit the farthest hair outside to make the shape that we're going for. We need to do that to the best of our abilities to preserve a hairline, not to push a hairline back. We're being light, we're being gentle. We're not digging into the skin. We're just tapping. We tapping and moving. We looking, we analyzing, not going for perfection, but we hitting the middle, and we're going all the way to the left, or we're going all the way to the right. It makes no difference, whichever one you comfortable with, or whichever one you feel like you want to do for that day. But nothing changes as far as how we tapping. We tapping soft, we tapping light, and we just creating the shape that we want to create. That liner is your pencil. Don't look at it as no other way. That liner is your pencil, man. You have to be in tune. You have to understand. You have to put your artwork down, and you have to make sure that you're going at the right angle. You have to make sure that that head is in a way that is comfortable for you so you can do your best work. you have to position, you have to look in the mirror as you see me doing. Got the razor out, and we scratching that skin. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That pause gonna help you catch your rhythm. I no longer have to count anymore. My rhythm is there. I automatically do it. 1, 2, 3. Stop. 1, 2, 3. Stop. That's gonna help you if you working on your razor game and you trying to figure out your pattern. You have a tendency maybe to give nick people, cut people. That's what it is. You gotta find your rhythm. Sometimes you can put on some clear shaving gel to help you better assist with your razor strokes, to get you understanding what it is to glide that razor on that skin. It gets better, so don't trip. Don't worry. What I mean, make sure you get some nick stuff. It's like a powder that you're gonna order for if you nick somebody, and it stops the blood instantly. Not instantly, but it just cakes it up. Going in right here after we get the razor done. I'll leave a link for that in the description below. So going in right here, and these are my FXs, gold FXs. I'm sorry. They have that 2.0 blade on there. That 2.0 blade right there, the teeth are very close. The other one has the DLC blade on it. The DLC blade does a good job as well. But when I got this clip in my hand, I'm not trying to mess with the line. I'm not trying to my line is already set. That DLC does a great job, but this goes in because the teeth are closer on that original 2.0 blade. The teeth are closer, and when we talked about how those hairs hang over the line. When those teeth are close like that, it helps you get those little small hairs. It helps you make sure that line is darn near perfect. You know what I mean? And no one's perfect, man, but we're barbers, man, and that's what we're here for. We're here to make unperfect look perfect. That's the goal, man, but not so much pressure on yourself though. But our goal is to get better. It's to produce the best haircuts that we can. You gonna make mistakes, you are, but the thing is about learning your tools, man, and hitting your angles, man, and being comfortable in your zone. You know what I mean? Being comfortable with your client, man. Even if a client makes you uncomfortable, you continue to be comfortable because he picked you or she picked you. You know what I mean? Complete the job, finish the job, man, and be content with that, man, and don't overthink it, don't underthink it, man. It's a process. This thing is a process, man. It's not overnight. And still doing detail work, I'm coming down with that blade, just like that small 2.0 original blades on my FXs. The razor is the next step to that, because I can land straight down on those hairs that sit over the top, and I can make it happen. I can make that line just jump even more. Going in with my details, because I told y'all once I put that line in there, I can see even more details. I can see more, and so I love making sure that line is right where it need to be, to come back around and make sure that fade is hitting like it needs to be. It's a process. It took me a while to really understand fades. It took a while to really get my system and what I like, because a lot of systems work, but I didn't like going through that process. So I wanted to simplify and help me with my own process of getting my fades right, or how I like doing it. And it's just gonna get better. You know what I mean? Like this is my journey, man. This is y'all watching me, and just going in right here, like I'm in my zone. Like I'm locked in. I'm in tune. I'm making sure that this thing come out great, and I'm not overdoing it. Like I'm gonna just create something magical. I'm keeping it within the realms of a haircut. You know what I mean? I wanted to look nice. I'm not gonna overdo it, but I just wanted to make sure it's nice. Everything is smoothed out. I'm looking in my mirrors, making sure if it is an imperfection in the fade, I want to make sure that I can hit it within a timely manner. And once you get your systems down, you can do that. You can use your extra time to detail, and I believe that's what really makes a great barber. If you can get through your process and your systems, at a nice way that's comfortable for the client, to have an extra 5 to 10 minutes to hit those details to where the cut is finished. hey, you just, you know what I mean? You just in your zone working with that extra time to ensure just greatness. You know, that's what you doing. And this is my process, man. I even go back over the top. I had a few extra minutes to, you know, make sure this cut is on point. As you can see, this is the finished product. This is it. I'm looking in the mirror, I'm brushing down, making sure there ain't no loose hairs hanging. And man, I just want to get better. That's it. You know what I mean? I don't promise. I don't say that I'm the greatest barber or whatever the case may be, but you know, I'm an artist. You know what I mean? And I'm working. Surely my work just keep getting better. Just keep getting better, man. As you can see, it's nice. The blend is nice, man. Nice blend. Nice blend on the young man. We're gonna wipe him down, man. Hot rag, little moisturize his skin. Make sure he leaving out, just in case he going to play the video game or something. I don't want to be itching. You know, a lot of kids, they don't. I left out I always do that, man. See me, I don't know, man. I can do designs, but I just, man, I'm in love with the cut. You know, like what I asked, just a nice cut. You know what I mean? And but I understand people want different things, and so I have to give my clients what they want. So, hey, and I have to be prepared to give them what they want, even if it's not something that I like. You know what I mean? But you know, he ran out, then I had to go back and get him. Say, bro, I forgot your lining because it's something that his parents wanted. So I forgot your line because it's something that his parents want. So we gonna put it in, and you know, designs is what designs is. You, like I said, your liners are your pencils. So the more and more you do them, lines and all that stuff, the better you get at them and learn how to put that razor in there. Hey, I think this it. He like it. He like it. Yup. All right, it's Nate, and I'm out.